Season 6, Episode 9 of the Australian television series Highway Patrol is similar to pretty much every cop show ever made. It chronicles Victoria Police's highway patrol officers in their day-to-day work, mainly focusing on the various people they pull over for some reason or another. All episodes generally portray the officers as the positive characters, whose work involves dealing with the negatives, the hoons, the stubborn people, and those who just don't understand why what they're doing is wrong. The show's main purpose is to both entertain those watching with potentially humorous or interesting incidents. The show's official Facebook page promises non-stop action-packed laughs, but it also serves as a medium to demonstrate the risks of hazardous behaviours, such as this officer's comment in this scene.
It's all these 6 kids in the back, if you're involved in an accident, that go flying around like rag dolls.
The desired audience for the show is of course people who have an interest in police activity, and based on gender stereotypes, they're probably expecting more men than women to tune in to watch. As is the custom with these types of shows, this episode is made up of 4 distinct storylines that are split up and shuffled around over the course of the episode. The show uses omission and editing throughout these storylines in a variety of ways to create mystery and suspense for the viewer. For example, at one point, the story is cut when a crucial piece of information is about to be revealed.
But what Sean and Marcus are about to discover will make this situation even worse.
After the ad break, the woman is shown to have been driving on a suspended license, but cutting the story at the point they did allows the viewer to formulate their own ideas about what could have happened, based on the portrayal provided to them. If nothing else, these well-timed cuts and story shifts basically keep the viewer around to see what happens in the end, preferably through the ad breaks. Other, lighter examples of omission in this particular episode are people's faces, blurred out for privacy reasons on several occasions. Whilst the characters in the show aren't necessarily actors, since the show is in a documentary style, we still get glimpses of their backstories and ideas through their actions, but most importantly through the talking heads that allow us to hear both sides of the story, from the police and from the people they've pulled over. Some episodes of Highway Patrol are filmed at night, but this particular one is set entirely during the day. It's all filmed at the side of the road in high-key lighting to give the viewer an idea of the environment the police are working in, as well as scenes where we see the interior of the police car for a minute or two. Chase sequences are shot with dashcams inside the patrol cars for that authentic police chase feeling, and their effects are amplified through the use of chaotic camera angles and quick cuts, while stationary shots are taken in a more natural documentary style. Throughout the half-hour show, there's a mix of diegetic and non-diegetic sound. There's the obvious dialogue between characters,
You hit that in your bends, it's gonna hurt.
and background noise from traffic and sirens, and at one point, a rowdy bunch of kids in the back of a van.
I'm the loud man.
You're the loud man. What's your name?
There are also many scenes when quiet background music is added in order to convey a particular mood or feeling, such as explaining a serious consequence.
Man, the evidence on your tyre tells me that tyre was spinning under acceleration.
Or contrastly, making a more light-hearted discovery.
Drop received over the radio in relation to a car towing a couch.
Narration by Hugh Wade is another example of non-diegetic sound.
Meredith doesn't need to wait long before the couch is on the move.
The scene that this episode is named for, Van Full of Trouble, is a clear representation of many themes and personal challenges. This scene shows the impacts of a low income on a person's safety and priorities, as well as family issues and hardships.
Anyone at home can come pick the van up. You're the one that's got to have them under control, and I can see what an effort that's becoming at them, just from speaking to you.
Some cases on the road are more frivolous. There are usually 1 or 2 of these sprinkled in per episode in order to lighten the mood of the show a little. In this particular case, it's a group of kids trying to tow a couch down a street to make a music video. Despite the potential dangers of their offence, this scene is representing the youth and their light-hearted endeavours, rather than some of the other people and events shown. It ends the episode on a light note, playing some of the finished music video for the viewer and even making a little joke about Officer Meredith at the end. These 2 aforementioned scenes draw attention to a clear difference between representations. The kids are from a different class of society than the woman with a van. Their respective actions, responses, and even their suburbs demonstrate the societal divide that's present in Melbourne, Australia, and the world. And maybe that's what Highway Patrol is really about, understanding our differences and finding ways to build a better, more equal community. I doubt it. It's a cop show, similar to pretty much every cop show ever made. But it does show these differences in representation, and in some cases might help others become more aware of their driving, their actions, and their impressions and understanding of others.